And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to Clyde.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Sean Bunting.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Hardman. Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7. Buccaneers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On second down, Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Miles Killebrew.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got Miller. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down. That's the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
It's now
what a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. To Evans on the slant. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Levante David. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 6.
First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And all the way to the opposite 45.
For the Buccaneers.
A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 44 yards. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady, this is caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 10, Buccaneers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 22-yard
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that makes it 14-10. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Aqib Talib on the coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Damian Williams, the ball.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Chiefs 10. Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
2nd and 7 at the 30.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Brady completes it to Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer 1st.
49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Chiefs 18.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brady's throw there complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I got you, Larry. I got you, son.
Again, it's Brady. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Chiefs 18.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Being chased out left. They complete it to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
7-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The wide receiver.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And 10. Today's final
So
score.
fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.